Hey, what's going on, Destined One? Today I'm going to show you how to get the full armor set of Wukong himself within Black Myth Wukong. And this is the entirety of the full 5-piece set upgraded to Mythic rarity. And this is what it looks like in its entirety right here. So the armor itself is not hard to get per se, but it's the boss fights that you're going to be going through in order to get it. So I want to kind of explain a little bit of that. Now, once you make it to chapter 6, which is Mount Huago, you're going to make it to the foothills, and then you are going to come to the Verdant Path. So now once you are at this spot, you're going to move from the shrine, and then you are just going to walk up this way. Now, once you walk up here, you will be met with the boss fight of the Supreme Inspector. The boss fight itself is not incredibly difficult, but he does have some pretty damaging ranged abilities. So you want to make sure that you're staying at least a somewhat close distance to him, not too close, but also not too far away, so he doesn't spam his super far away moves. But you should be able to pack up this boss pretty quickly, and then actually after that you will go ahead and get your Somersault Cloud. So now right after the fight with the Supreme Inspector, all you're gonna do once you have your Somersault Cloud is you're literally just gonna turn around. Literally just turn around and then just go back. So we're gonna go back like so, and then we're just gonna go ahead and go straight. So we're going up here like so, and then we're gonna jump down, and then right here is actually a chest. Now, once you open this chest, you are gonna get the full set of Wukong's armor, but it is not going to be upgraded to Mythic. So you're gonna have to upgrade it with these boss fights. So now that you actually have the armor, now let me show you where these boss fights are. All right, so from the chest, we're gonna hop back on our Somersault Cloud, and then we're just gonna go back again. And this is gonna open us up to the massive open area of Mount Huago. So you don't technically have to do this in any specific order. I don't even know if I did it in the right order, if there even is one. You can kind of mix match this if you want to, but the first one that we're going to go for is the one that I went for. So that is actually going to be the Rhino boss fight. So we're just going to keep going this way, all the way this way. And can we just take in this beautiful view? I mean, just look at how freaking gorgeous this is. This is absolutely freaking beautiful. Absolutely freaking gorgeous, man. So after you take in the sights, all you're gonna do is come up here. There's a shrine right here, and then from here you're just gonna walk forward and you will have your first boss fight. Again, not a very hard boss fight, but he has really big AoEs when it comes to his lightning, and also when he charges at you, sometimes even if it seems like you're getting ready to set up a perfect dodge, he can still hit you and he chunks your health. So it's all about timing with this boss. And even again, sometimes you can have like perfect timing and he can still hit you. Just be mindful. I would play kind of close to him, but also not too close to him. And I also wouldn't play too far away from him. Again, probably like the Supreme Inspector, kind of a mid-range. You go in, you get your attacks, you back out, let him do his thing, you go back to it. But also with him is, if you remember from chapter 3, the Yellow Brow, he has the same move where he can harden. And this guy actually is a bit harder than Yellow Brow. Normally with Yellow Brow, you hit him 3-4 times and he staggers and he shakes off the gold. This guy, for me, I'm whacking him, whack, 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 and he's not shaking off that gold. It took me a good while because you have to actually break his horn, and it takes a lot. So if you can, immobilize him after he's done all of his lightning and his ground slams or his sweeping attacks, charges, that kind of stuff, and then just focus his horn. Then back out, let him do his stuff again, and just keep going back to it. In my experience, if I remember correctly, he did his golden harden move 3 times. So I had to break his horn 3 times, and he did take me out a couple of times. But after you're able to get him out of that golden hardened state, he should go down pretty quickly. Just remember, again, sometimes even if you dodge at kind of the perfect time, or if you think you are a decent range away, he could potentially still hit you. So be mindful, and then you will actually get the chest plate from beating him. And just to show what the chest plate actually does once it is leveled up to the mythical state, this is what you get right here. And now, once you are done with the Golden Rhino boss fight, we're going to come back to the shrine. Then we are going to jump onto our Somersault Cloud, and we are just going to go in a straight line all the way to the trees with the red leaves. So we're just going to head straight. And again, man, I mean, just look at how beautiful this is, right? Look at this. I mean, come on, dude. This is beautiful. But, so we're just going straight up ahead, like so. And then, once we get here, we are going to jump off of our Somersault Cloud, like so. And then there is a shrine that you can grab right here. And now for most of my playthrough, I was using the Umbral Abyss transformation, but I go in and with that first little bit of damage, I'm actually able to knock over the cloud treading deer. He is able to freeze you. And then of course he is able to also spawn tornadoes. And once he does these tornadoes, they are very dangerous. They can basically half your HP in one hit. But then around this time, he'll also start flying, and then he will start doing a bunch of drop attacks where he just drops on top of you. And if he's able to do that, he will freeze you as well, consuming pretty much all of your stamina. So you definitely want to try to perfect dodge that. Now, also in this first phase, he will do a couple different attacks where he spawns ice orbs, and then he will kind of hurl them at you one by one. So for this, what you can try is dodging left and then right, and then you might be able to dodge all of them individually, since there is a slight moment in between each of them hitting you. But now when the boss does the second ice projectile, it will do 2 at a time. So you do still have a moment in between each set of them that are coming at you, but you will have to dodge 2 of them instead of 1. But as for the first phase, he does go down pretty quickly. And now in his second phase, you want to make sure that you are not in the blood pool like I was, because the moment he enters his second phase, he will hit you with poison and it will build all the way up until you are completely poisoned. So definitely try to keep a little bit of distance from that when he transforms. And almost immediately once he transforms into the second phase, he'll start hurling some blood orbs at you. So pretty much the same thing as the ice orbs, not as many this time, but all you want to do is just dodge out of the way of those. And there should only be a couple, so it shouldn't be too bad. And actually right around this time, you should get some assistance from Jubaji. So if that is the case, you will be getting some healing as well, which is quite nice. But now as for the rest of the fight, of course, he does still have slam attacks where he can hit you. And then also he has his just normal ram attacks where he's going to run into you and just hit you with his antlers and knock you back. One of his big moves in phase 2 is to put his antlers into the ground, and then he'll basically kind of flick upwards and throw a wave of blood at you. Since it is in a straight line and it does take a little while to get to you, it should be pretty easy to get out of the way of, but he does do this a couple times in the second phase, so just be on the lookout for that. And now of course don't forget about the blood orbs, because right around the halfway point of his health bar on the second phase, he will not only do blood orbs, but he'll also start doing the wave push where the wave will come at you, and then he'll also spawn the orbs in the middle of that, so you'll have a little bit more to dodge during the second phase, especially at the halfway point of the HP. But overall, dodging those abilities, you should be able to pack up the cloud treading deer in phase 1 and 2 decently easily. You will end up getting the mythical upgrade for your treaders. And just to show what those do and what that actually looks like. And now from this boss fight, we are actually going to hop on our Somersault Cloud, and then we are going to actually, as you are in Mount Huago, you are going to notice a enormous like grasshopper or cricket. I don't know exactly what it is, but it is going to periodically just be jumping from one position to the next. It does this about 4 times, and it starts pretty much at the further back corner of Mount Huago, and then it goes up to where you fight the rhino. This right here is actually the location that I found it in, but again, it will jump and you have X amount of time before it jumps. If you try to hit it, a boss health bar will pop up, but it will also immediately take off. If you are actually on top of the giant cricket, when it takes off, you will take a lot of damage. I'm talking, you will go straight up in the air and fall all the way down. If your health is already half, or if your health just isn't that high to begin with, you will immediately die by this thing taking off. So the way you combat that is actually by holding on to its antennas, because this is how you are going to get the upgrade for your helmet. You are going to get a prompt at the front of its head right next to the antennas, and it's going to say hold E or whatever your actual action interact key or button is, and you want to hold that button the entirety of the time. Obviously before this, so it is actually ready to use, you have on your fireproof mantle. After 2 full successful jumps, at this point it is okay to let go of your action key or your interact button to put on your fireproof mantle, and then once you have on your fireproof mantle, you are going to press your interact key again, and you are going to literally grab onto the antennas one more time. A really cool cinematic will play, and then you will get the upgrade for your helmet. And now to show you, this is what the headgear looks like once it is fully upgraded to the mythical status. So now after you got the upgrade for your headgear, it should take you back to where you fought the golden rhino. So from this shrine, we're going to turn all the way around like so. We're going to hop on our somersault cloud, and then we are just going to go in a straight line for a pretty decent amount of time. We're just gonna go. So just one straight shot for the most part, all the way through. And also I want to say thank you very much for all of the support on these Black Myth Wukong videos and the feedback as well. Thank you guys very much for letting me know that these videos are helping you, and if there's anything specific you guys want to see me make as well, let me know also in the comments, because I'm always open to new guides or different things you guys would like me to make, so just let me know. But we are just going to go all the way straight until you reach right here. You got a shrine right here, so grab the shrine. And now after a pretty wicked cutscene, you are going to be in a boss fight with the Emerald Armed Mantis. Immediately start out the fight with an immobilize, and then just start absolutely wailing on him. The big thing with this boss fight is it is really going to test how well you can perfectly dodge, and it will massively penalize you for panic dodging and spam dodging. So in between each attack, just wait about a half second and then dodge, and then again and again and again until he's done. Try to go in for 3 to 4 hits, build up your focus points, try to stagger him. But now after you damage him about 25% of his health bar, he is going to enter his second phase. Now he doesn't get back any of the health from his first phase, but he essentially enters a serious frenzy, and he will attack you way harder than he just previously did in his first phase. So again, your perfect dodges will really be put to the test with this guy. And now also, once you get him to about 50% of his health bar, he is going to enter another frenzy state, and at this point he will start hitting you with projectiles as well. He'll fly up into the air and then he'll throw them at you. But now when it comes to being able to kind of judge when he's going to do a specific move, watch his eyes, because a lot of his big, very damaging abilities are going to be followed with him lighting up his eyes. But with all that being said, you should be able to pack up the Emerald Armed Mantis with little to moderate difficulty. After you beat the Mantis, you will get the upgrade for your gauntlets. And now to show you what the bracers look like, this is what they look like once they are upgraded to mythical. And now we got to go get the weapon. So now from the Mantis Shrine, hop on your somersault cloud, and then basically just go up and straight like so. We're just going to go up here, keep going straight, and then we are going to go left, and we're going to go into this little cave here. When you see the waterfall, you are in the right spot. So jump off of your somersault cloud. It's probably just going to actually like kick you off of the somersault cloud, but then you are going to walk up here. So just walk all the way up here, and it is actually possible to just fall off of this once you get up here. So maybe get a running start. So just get a little running start and then just jump like that, and then just go straight for a good little while. We are going to go through here, so up like this. And now to actually get the staff, hook that little left right there, and we just go through here like so. To actually get the staff, you don't have to fight a boss. You're just gonna go up to it, interact with it, you're gonna get a cinematic, and then you're good to go. But now we are gonna go left, then we're gonna walk all the way down here, and actually from here you should see just a ginormous like staff sticking out of the ground right there. But we're gonna walk right up here, Zhubajia should be right around this area, and then you can interact with it. You'll get a cool cutscene, and then you will actually get, oh, there he is, look at that. And then you will actually get the staff of Wukong. And so that you can see exactly what it does, this right here is what it does, and this is what it looks like. Just like so, this is the full armor set of Mr. Wukong himself. Your time is incredibly valuable, so thank you very much for spending some of it watching me explain this. I hope I was able to explain this well, and I was able to provide some good value for your playthrough so that you can go here, you can fight these bosses, get the upgrades, and then you'll be able to use this armor. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next Black Myth Wukong guide. Have an awesome rest of your day, Destined One.